And this is the gift shop. These are the guys up here. Henry Howard. He's the one that had the building. Okay. Yeah. He got an architect from San Francisco. And also the gardener that did planning up here, like the same gardener that did the big park. Monkey park. And then when he went in the Civil War, he sent all these buddy Butterworth out, came out, lived in this building. And then Butterworth didn't like it much here. He spent most of his time in San Francisco. But then he turned it over to his nephew, James Butterworth Randolph.
Oh, okay.
Who was here the longest, who probably got the most $70 million worth of profit. From 1870 to 1892. And he straightened people out. You know, he kicked off anybody that was misbehaving. Or, yeah, took down their house and moved it. Moved it off.
That's a nice way to find out that you're not really appreciated.
Yeah, right.
You could spend weeks here if you wanted to. So it's you could through the open buildings here and further around here and have the basic. We'll see there. Right.
Yeah, they're not straight. You're right.
Yeah, right. That was the architect at the time, Myers, who realized that this was going to be a mine manager's house, and that Alec was living in here as a mine manager.
Yeah.
And so all the door frames, the entrance to a tunnel.
They're kind of cool looking.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
I am. Who is this? Jim. Hey, Jim.
My daughter is on our association board. Association of the Josephs. That run this, and we run all the trails and all of the park. We're New Almaden Quicksilver County Park Association. And she's a member of our association from the beginning when we first created it. And so we went to Livermore, and the head of the department of county parks that runs the interpretive department and picked out stuff, and they put it in, they cleaned it all. Original is this one. There were 8 fireplaces in the building, but that was the only one, and it was in the other museum. And we brought it back and put it into the fireplace where it really was originally.
Right.
And then eventually, when they remodeled, they moved it over here. The rest have all been purchased from antique shops and everything throughout the United States.
They're similar. There's some, yeah, but they're in their nice style.
He had a picture. He took a picture of that. The manager from County Parks, who did who planned the renovation of the building. Went and got all those. And the other thing that's an original is this bookcase. And the gentleman, the second to the last owner, had that in his place. He took it when he sold off this property to Terry. Harry Fromm took it and then sold it back to the county parks. And so the rest of it is all donated from. This one came out of the Guadalupe mine is a separate mine. It never was part of New Almaden. It was always a separate mine, and in the mine manager's house was this beautiful piano. It's all German walnut. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
And the lady who lived in the mine manager's house was renting it from the Guadalupe mines. When she bought her house, she took this to her house. And then when she died, her son was living in an apartment, and he's the historian for the city of Los Gatos. And he called us and said, I don't have room for the piano, could you have this? So he gave it to us. Yeah,
That's a nice gift.
from the God, yeah, as a nice gift, right. That house that it came on was torn down last week.
Oh.
Yeah, just last week over at Guadalupe. Somebody just showed me a picture of, because we were over there, we're working at keeping it up, so make it look, it was the wine manager's house, it was a beautiful home. Then the new owners of the dumps tore it down just last week.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what these rooms are all about. Thinking that maybe, when I moved here in '70, this was a bar. It was the most beautiful California bar. This wall wasn't here.
Okay.
That wall was totally gone, and that window and all was all covered up with the big, huge beveled mirror that went the full length of here. It was the most beautiful bar. The brass railing that you put your foot on while you had your drink was just beautiful. It always kept shining nice. So, and attached to this was the Opera House.
And you probably didn't have as much like development out towards Almaden, right, Expressway area, like where they have all the developments.
The City of San Jose started to incorporate,
Yeah.
but they can't. Well, we're a historic district, so they can only come up to a certain way, but they are beginning to incorporate. Yeah, when I moved out here in '70, ranches were still at the Blossom Hill Road.
Yeah.
From
I
Blossom
figured.
Hill out were all ranches,
Yeah.
and everything else, yeah. Because I used to breathe, after I left, I taught at Overfield High over on the east side, and by the time I got to Blossom Hill and got past there coming home, I could breathe. I could breathe fresh air, it was nice. And then it was cold, and now it's not until I get
Here.
now that they're putting all those houses in, yeah. I get down here and then I can breathe. Except we're controlling the smog now, I guess, in San Jose, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
been
been
20
change,
years,
right?
yeah, so it's pretty not too bad, yeah. That's yeah. Very nicely done.
So now we walk down Main Street or?
Sure. You wanna go for a walk? Go ahead.